I guess the first thing is, we haven't seen you since you were very upset sitting on the court on December 3rd with a calf injury. So just what did that feel like? It kind of looks similar to the soleus a couple years ago in some ways for us, but what did that feel like?
I don't know if I can. I don't know how much I can share, but yeah, it's the same thing. It's not similar. It's the same thing. I had a soleus strain, and it's part of the game. It's been unfortunate because I feel like after the groin injury, just I was in the mindset that I was getting that, okay, whatever they tell me, if it's going to be 10 days, 15 days, whatever, I'm going to come back sooner because I'm going to take care of my body. I'm going to do the appropriate work. I'm going to do everything that I can just to be out on the court. Obviously, at the time, as a leader of this team, when we are competing, you feel like maybe you're not out there to help your team and you're not giving your team the best chance. You kind of feel like sometimes it's your fault, and instead of taking the appropriate time for you to get back, you kind of rush things, which that's what I've done my whole career, and just to be out there. Because at the end of the day, as you both know and every game that we play, we fight for our lives right now. We I think 10 and a half games, 11 games out of the first spot. We I think 4 or 5 games out of the 6th spot. So every game counts, right? So maybe it was a mistake of me coming back a little bit earlier, because once I come back now, you're overcompensating, and the only way you can pop your soul is by overcompensating and having an extreme amount of load or play a lot of games in short period of time. And again, I think all of the things that I was thinking and tried to come back lead to the incident that I had with my soleus. But it's part of the game. I'm good now. I feel good. I've been working. I've been running. I just can't wait. I don't know when they're going to clear me, but I can't wait to get back out there and play basketball.
When it happened, did you know right off the bat what
Yeah.
it was?
Mm-hmm. Actually, no. I felt like somebody kicked me, and that's what you hear all these horror stories and stories from my brother that it happened. You feel like somebody kicks you in your Achilles calf area. So, I turned back and saw there was nobody there, and then I couldn't really move my foot for the first couple of minutes. So I didn't really know until I got actually tested, and they told me that it was pretty much was a soleus. So I kind of knew the deal. I know it's a 4 to 6 weeks rehab, or I don't know, 4 weeks rehab. So I knew what I had to do after that. Stay locked in, encourage my teammates, take care of my body, and get back healthy.
Does that 4-week timeline feel about right? When you think?
Yeah, look, if it was Game 7 today, I'll play. I had no choice. But again, you just got to be smarter. I just turned 31, 3 days after the incident. So I'm not old, but at the end of the day, you just got to be smarter with things like that. I've never had in my career 2 soft tissue injuries in this span. First of all, I don't think I've had one. Probably one, but in such a short span, never in my career. And it's not just me. It's like you see a lot of people across the league that calf, hamstrings, etc., etc. So you just got to be able to take care of your body because there's so much traveling, so much games. The speed of the game is insane right now. So again, I'm just going to do what I've been doing since day one. Stay like him, but I just got to be a little bit smarter about it. That I cannot cheat the timeline anymore like before. So I just got to be smarter.
The day that you got hurt, there was another report from ESPN about you and your agent talking to the Bucks about your future and whether or not you want to be here or not. I'm curious what you think of that report. Maybe all that.
I didn't hear about the report. Again, if my agent is talking to the Bucks about it. He's his own person. He can have any conversation he wants about it. That doesn't. At the end of the day, I don't work for my agent. My agent works for me. And there's going to be conversation that going to be made between him and the Bucks and him and his other players and him and other teams and other GMs, executives around the league. It's something that we can't control. But at the end of the day, I personally have not had the conversation with the Bucks. I'm still locked in on my teammates. Most importantly, locked in on me getting back healthy, and then locked in on my teammates and how can I help them from the sideline or encourage them to, be able to play free. Because at the end of the day, it takes a toll on them too, right? Like, they're playing game after game after game. Thank God we've had a very good schedule the last couple of weeks, but it takes a toll on them too. Like rumors and that and in, out, injuries and lose, win. Like, it's hard, right? So, as a leader, but most importantly as a winner, just got to be there for them first. So right now I'm just, again, focused on getting back healthy on the court, focusing on how can I encourage my teammates to be the best version of themselves. After that, focus on how can I go out there and help them win games and get out of this hole that we've digged ourselves in. And then everything else come after that.
On October 8th, when you came down, you had said, I hope this ends it. When we were asking you about the reports from New York in the offseason, you talked about, hey, that was the summer. It didn't end it, though. So this is kind of carried into the season.
Which I appreciate, right? This is the most I've been ever talked about in my career. I'm like in my house with my kids and all that, and I'm opening the TV and like, oh, Giannis is going to the Memphis Grizzlies. Giannis is going to the Detroit Pistons. Which, hey, man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm the hottest chick in the game right now, man. I'm joking. But
obviously your teammates have had to answer questions about it. Your coaches had to answer questions about it. So that's different than the past. Are you bothered by that or?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't affect my work. It doesn't affect my work. It doesn't affect my relationship with my teammates. It does affect my relationship, most importantly, with my coach. It doesn't affect my relationship with the GM. So it doesn't really bother me because they know what I'm about. Everybody that talk about me, they really don't know me. And if they knew me, they'd probably call me, text me, and talk to me about it before they say something that they believe. But people that know me, we have conversation. I've had a conversation with my coach. I've had a conversation with my GM. Have conversation with my guys in the locker room. So I'm just staying locked in, and I'm just telling them the same thing. Like, right now, we cannot be worrying about what the rumors are. Like, talk about rumors and headlines, and which, hey, I appreciate. I know you guys are in media. I appreciate all this. It's part of the game. But at the end of the day, we fight it for our lives. Like, we got to win the game. So rumors won't help us win the game, or or anything else. We just got to focus on basketball. How can we be better? How can we learn how to win the game? Like, what it takes to win the game. Because I don't think anybody in this locker room or in this organization don't want to win games. We got to figure out how to win games. Learn how to win games. We're winners, man. We just gotta give more to the game. Like, dig deep right now. Because I don't know. In the last 12 games we won 3, 2. I really don't. So this is not who we are, and our character right now is being tested. We just got to find our identity, and what our identity is going to be. Are we going to be quitters and we're just going to quit and go the other way and start playing me basketball and not move the ball, or are we going to be together? Are we going to go and have more team events, have dinners together, in the locker room, spend more time together, at the game, like when somebody falls on the floor, go pick him up. When somebody misses shots, encourage him. When you have the ball and you have a good shot, move the ball to the next guy for a great shot. Like, all those little things add up. Right now, our character is being tested right now. Who do we want to be? This is how you build your identity. Who do you want to be? And right now, me personally, I don't want to be the guy that I'm worrying about rumors. Like, my which maybe not, but my legacy is on the line, bro. This I feel every single day when I walk in here. Like every single day I go out there and I'm not able to help my team win, I feel like I'm being tested. And so when I'm being tested, everybody goes back to what they know best. And what I know best is to work hard. It doesn't matter if I'm 38 years old, 31 years old, 22 years old, I go back to what I know best. And, you know, for me, it's work hard. For other people, I don't know what you like to do. You might go and smoke a cigar. You know, Eric over here might want to go and drink an old-fashioned. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know but I know I go back to what I know the best. Compete, you know, and play like my life is on the line. And that's what we got to do. That's who we are. My legacy to be? Hey, thanks. I don't know, but I'll say that I want people to say. I want to say that when I'm done with this game, I gave everything for the game through ups and downs, wins, losses, injuries, health. I gave everything for the game. I did not cheat a day, and I don't think anybody in this organization will ever say that I cheat the game or I cheat the day. I always give everything. I always give everything I have at that moment.
You mentioned addressing with your teammates. There's reports of meetings, not meetings, all of these things. I'm curious, how did you actually address it with your teammates? Like, how did you go about assuring to them that, hey, I am here, no matter what you hear, like, I'm here with you?
No, it's just, first of all, I'm never going to have a meeting with my teammates and sit everybody down and talk about, like, hey, guys, like, hey, if we don't win, I'm going to get out of here. Like, come on, we grown, man, that's not going to happen. They're grown, too. Like, I think they understand the deal. But you just got to give urgency to the team. Like, guys, this is, like, serious. Like, who we're trying to be. Like, we gotta turn this around. We have time to turn this around, and you gotta have a little bit more urgency. I think I've had a conversation with the coach about it. I think I've had a conversation with individual players about it. I've been approached by teammates and, you know, asked me about the rumors because also it might affect their own life and their own career. And I always, you know, I'm straight with them, whatever that answer might be. Like the other day, I was approached. I'm not gonna say about. Hey man, you deleted all the bug stuff from your show. You deleted us. I'm like, bro. You know, the younger generation, they just pay attention so much to that. What does that mean? Like, what is me deleting the bug stuff from the social media, my social media platform? What does that mean? That I'm not gonna show up to work. I'm not like, what is? I don't understand. You know, I think like people give so much attention to that. You know, and I told him my intention was not to. First of all, I did not delete the bug stuff. Like my Jimmy Paskey shirt, championship trophy is there, the NBA Cup trophy is there. All the moments that mean something to me is there. But I want to be more private moving forward, as much as I can. I want to be a little bit more private because that's how I protect my family.
You mentioned, you know, your agents are adults and can talk to whoever.
Yes.
But they have to do work for you.
Yes.
So, is this a situation where you don't want private conversations or regular conversations to get out? Because somewhere in the communication line, what they're doing or what you're directing them to do is getting out and cut. Like, I mean, if you can kind of control some of that stuff if they do work for you.
I can listen. At the end of the day, like I tell my wife all the time, I say like, stop going and shopping to Target. Like, every day she wakes up, she's like, I'm going to Target. I'm like, babe, like, stop. Like, you're addicted to Target. And every day today, she went to Target. Like, I can't control. She's a grown woman. I can't control what she does, right? So the same thing with my age. I can't control the conversations they're going to have. I can't control people that approach them. And at the same time, like, I can't control teams that approach the Bucks. Like, the Bucks I've seen you guys have told me, like, the Bucks have said, like, we're not trading Giannis. And still, probably teams still reach out to them. So you can't really control other people's action, right? For me, when the season starts, this is my routine. I focus on my body and I focus on my game and my family. You can ask my agent, and people that know me, been around me. When the season starts, there's nothing more important than basketball. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. Zero. It's okay, take my kids away, my wife and my mom, but nothing else. So I don't have conversation. I'm not in that level, which maybe when I was younger, I could have conversation every single day with agents. Like a lot of people have great relationship with their agents. With me, I do have good relationship with my agent, but they know that once the season starts, you don't call my phone. You don't talk to me about endorsement deals. You don't talk to me about basketball. You never play the game. Let me take care of my job. You take care of your job. And the conversation that is made by people that represent me, it's up to them. It's not up to me. I can't control that.
Talk a little bit about the result, maybe not being what you wanted thus far this season. I'm curious, what is maybe frustrating you about this team? That you guys aren't where you want to be, or what are you seeing that you guys aren't where you want to be?
Look, at the end of the day, there's nothing that's frustrated me about this team. Like, I feel like this team has high character guys. There's nobody in this locker room that does not want to win. And the question is that we have to figure out ways to win. We got to figure out what it takes to win, how much you got to be selfless, how much you got to sacrifice to win. And that's, I think, where the issue is. You know what I'm saying? The only part that I might be frustrated not about the team is that we're losing. I don't think anybody likes to lose. Like, I don't like to lose. I don't care if I play, I don't play. I don't like to lose. It's simple as that. I don't like to look at the standing and see that we're 12th or 11th in the East. Like, that's not who we are. That's not what the Milwaukee Bucks organization is about, and that's not what we've been about the last 10 years. I don't like losing 8 in a row, 7 in a row. Nobody likes to do that. Nobody likes to go home and, think about the game and think what he could do better and come the next day and watch an hour and a half film and then work out 2 hours and run sprints and all that. Nobody wants to do that. We want to go. I've said this in the past. I want to win the game and I want to go back home and have a nice piece of steak. I want to watch some Netflix, watch some reality TV show, and then come back, get my shot, get my body ready, and get ready for the next game. That's what winning is about. You just keep on doing it again, over and over again. I've had probably one of my best season in my career was 2018-19. We won 60 games. We never lost 2 in a row. Never lost 2 in a row. It was a fun season. It didn't end up to a championship, but it was a fun season. Because winning makes it fun. Winning takes care of so many other things and covers so many other things. But losing just keeps on highlighting and showcasing all of our flaws, and you don't doing this good, you don't do this good enough, you're not sprinting enough. If you could shoot better, we'll probably win the game. If you were healthy, we'll be better. I don't like being part of losing, and that's the only thing that I might be frustrated about. But my teammates, never.
As a leader, where do you feel like you can impact your team the most until you get back on the court?
Just talking, having conversations with Miles, with Bobby, Kuz, encouraging them, showing up, being there, feeling my presence when I'm at practice or, at the game, in the locker room. That's pretty much it. You can do much. Like, I think me and TP, I don't know if AJ is playing, but I know TP is not playing. Me and TP probably in the same boat. Like, there's so much we can do. We can't control the game, but we can just be there, and they know that our voice, help them with our voice as much as we can.
Aside from the injuries, why do you think you haven't been winning to the level you would kind of expect them to?
Young team. I don't know. I feel like we have to understand sometimes that because we played a lot of close games, right? And we have to understand that every game is going to be a close game, and we cannot have wasted possession. We cannot turn the ball over. It's going to cost us. Before I had the injury, like we had played like 20 games, and all of them were like up 2, up 4, down 1, like overtime. And that's when you realize, like, it's going to be a dogfight every single game, and we cannot have wasted possession. We can't turn the ball over, and sometimes we got to be. And not only that, our shot selection got to be better also. Like, we cannot come down 17 seconds on the clock, 18 seconds on the clock, shoot tough two or a contested two. You know, there's going to be some guys on the team that will do that, you know, and I'm not going to name, but not everybody has the green light to do that, right? So we have to understand that we got to take care of the ball from the start, from the first possession until the end. You know, get better shot selection, and know that it's going to be a dogfight every single night. I feel like we didn't came into the season with that mindset, because we were in the beginning of the season, we were like kind of rolling. We were playing good, but we have time to turn it around. Hopefully, we can turn it around. If we don't, we'll probably be going back home in April.
This is, if you count media day, and then when New York media was here covering the Knicks game, this is like the fourth time now you've addressed rumors about yourself or your contentment or happiness here. It's different because it's in season. Would you like this to be it, or are you resigned to the fact that maybe because either you're not playing or the team isn't playing well, this is just now part of your life, part of the Bucks' life for this till February, till the summer? Like, or do you hope this ends at some point where you're not being asked these questions? And
do I hope it ends? For sure. Do I think it's going to end? No. I think when people see cracks, they see opportunity to get in, fit in through those cracks. And now I understand it. You know, it's part of the game. It's part of winning. You know, you gotta make the right moves and to create, you know, the best chance for your organization to compete and win a championship. So I get it. You know, if I was from the other side, I'd probably, and I was an executive, probably do the same thing. I'm like, eventually you're going to break. Like, we're going to keep on calling you, and if the team is not doing well, not performing the standards that you guys think it should, we're going to keep on calling you until you, like, say, okay, let's get it done. That's how it works, you know, in business. That's what I do in business, right? So I just got to be consistent, applying pressure consistently, and eventually someone is going to break and going to, you know, kind of give in to what you want, right? So do I hope it stops? 1,000%, because it takes a toll on me too, mentally, and on my family. My wife sees it, my mom sees it. It's like, oh, we're going to I don't know, New Orleans. No, that's not happening. But and it takes a toll on my teammates, which I don't like. I really don't like. But I understand what part of media is to sell a story, right? And keep on creating a narrative, and so people can stay tuned in and, you know, keep on enjoying the NBA season and think about the possibility that, you know, Luka might come to the Bucks. Can you imagine that? You know, like Luka might come to the Bucks. Like, probably the arena gonna be sold out if they only believe in the possibility that might happen, right? So I get why it's happening, but I will definitely hope that he can just stop and just play basketball. I just want to play basketball.